Hello and welcome everybody to today's video. Welcome to the Vee Academy. My name is Crumbrion, Professor Crumbrion, if you would. And today we're going to be taking a look at a wonderful game that we played on Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, and we'd be happy to get your reactions to it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you want to follow me and watch games in real time, check me out on twitch.tv/Crumbrion. For now, let's go check out the game. Thanks for watching.
3, 2, 1, go!
Got a really good 60 as it is. Like, finding that breakthrough is just kind of full-time job sometimes. Playing against something that's as fast as, like, Miraidon, for example, is kind of tough, right? Might have to get a bunch of Dreepies out first. I think the play is to fill up your bench with Dreepy and Pidgey, and then work on getting your Duskulls later in the game. I think that's probably smarter. Might be worth running a Thornton in this deck, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Well, at least we get a backup Dreepy and a Pidgey. And there's a lot of Pokemon on their field. What is going on with the people playing Mimikyu like all the time now? And Quaquaval, interesting. I mean, we have answers for Mimikyu, obviously, but I'm not super worried about it. We don't have any more Dreepies. Okay, I guess. We have Rotom at least. And Sealstone. We're probably gonna need TM Diva later. That's crazy that we don't have any. We're probably going to get Iono'd, which is why I put down the Sealstone. I don't like putting down the Sealstone because it's very scary that they're just going to be able to do nonsense, which is looking like they're just going to do nonsense here. At least they can only do 60 damage here. Okay, never mind, JK. Wow. I guess. I suppose. Well then. Okay. Next turn we're gonna have to grab Temple of Sinnoh. That sucks. Iono would be good too because it can get rid of his shit, but the fuck can we do? At least he can't KO us this turn because he has Neo Upper Energy. A Turo again. That's wild, dude. Interesting. Interesting. There's 2 Turos in hand. Fascinating. Wonder how he's gonna operate when I Iono him this turn. There's no point in grabbing the evolution. So get rid of one of them. Roseanne's backup is interesting, but it doesn't get me counter catcher back, so unfortunately. Horse, Rare Candy, and Quaquaval. We need another Iono. Oh, he's just gonna evolve it now, right? Surely. Yeah. So that means we're going to have to grab the stadium very soon here. We get Dragapult out. Surely. We don't have Crystal though. Don't have Crystal though. Fine. Let me get Dragapult out anyways. We get the Temple of Senna, which is nice. He's gonna have to get his Neo Upper, which is somewhere in his deck, I'm assuming. Pull off his little combo again. Hero Pets. It's the obvious solution, true. He gets the Neo Upper with this. We just Iono next turn anyways. And shuffle it back into his deck. How you doing, Ropets? So the issue here is that we have our prizes, our sparkling crystals and our prizes, which sucks. And we have we have 1 energy in the discard pile and 2 in play. We do have more psychic. We have another psychic in the deck somewhere. You're doing okay? Good to hear. Okay, so yeah, we have to Ion on this turn. We have to Ion on this turn. We can't allow him to have that in play. Yeah. Fire energy is not going to help, so we have to get the psychic back in. Gonna have to protect against TM Devo here as well, so that down. sucks. Okay, we can get some Duskulls out though. Potentially. So now his Neo Upper won't work. At least until he plays the stadium, which I'm sure he does. We don't have any more Ionos. I'm assuming he's just going to attack with this for 230 and retreat to his Mimikyu. Oh, he's only doing 60. That's fine. This is his play. He's going to just keep going into Mimikyu. What he's going to be doing, so. Crispin is a very good play here. What else can we grab? We're going to Buddy Poffin first to get the 2 Duskulls down. Going to Crispin. Get the energy in hand because we don't have any fire left. That's all we need though. And then we just do 60 to his Pidgey for a KO. $50 and then get this in range. Because next turn we just have bosses. We just have to boss. And okay, so we got another Dreepy. It's not ideal, but he's gonna have to have energy to attack with this. And we can Dusk Noir the Mimikyu next turn. Just get rid of it. Actually, we could just kill his Quaquaval too. Actually, thinking about it. Yeah, we can just kill his Quaquaval. If he... You'd have to boss though, so if we top deck bosses, that's good. He's struggling without that Neo Upper right now. Gonna boss up my Pidgey. Okay. Sure. 230? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shocker. See, this means this stays in play, so if we get a rare candy, then we're kind of cooking. If we get a rare candy here, then we just kill his Quaquaval and he has no answer for it. That was not a rare candy, unfortunately. That sucks. You're not going to be allowed to get a Pidgeot, sir. I'm not having it. There's our Crystal. Which is not going to do much here, because he's just going to pull off something stupid here. He thinks that Quaxwell is surviving. That's pretty funny. Witnessing loser activity on Twitter as usual? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So we can take 2 KOs here, actually, potentially. Hold on. How do we do this? We can boss for him. Yeah, we just win this turn. Because now we just Earthen Vessel and retreat. GG. Keep it simple. Yeah, exactly. You've actually used a Quaquaval before? So the combo is interesting. So like he uses Neo Upper, so he puts down the 1 water energy and then Neo Uppers. And then he just uses Neo Upper to continually use Spiral Shot, which is interesting, but it gets shut down by Temple of Sinnoh. Or like, it goes back into his hand and it gets shut down by Ionoing him too. Like it's an interesting idea. It's just not consistent, right? He could also just do double turbo instead of Neo Upper, but I think he wants to do the full 230 damage. I think it's greedy because I think it's an interesting idea with double turbos, because the idea for him fell apart after he had to use 2 water energy. Your usual strategy is Exciting Dance for disruptive plays like Iron Thorns and Fluttermane. It's not a bad idea, and it would have been fine. So like the thing is he Ionoed me, which it kind of sucked, but he Ionoed me into bosses and Ultra Ball. So all I had to do was Ultra Ball. If I didn't draw Earthen Vessel, I just Ultra Ball one of the bosses and whatever Earthen Vessel wasn't. And then I grab Duskull, right? I grab Dusclops, I KO Dusclops, bring up Dragapult, and then bosses his Quaquaval. So it was over either way. Like Earthen Vessel just made it much easier to get there without having to knock stuff out. But wish more people gave Exciting Dance a chance instead of just aiming for Spiral Shot all the time. It's an interesting thing because, like, I will say it's not as good because your opponent gets to choose what comes in. So like him knocking out my Pidgeot means that I don't have a free retreat cost Pokemon, which is a smart idea, but again, we had damage set up on the board and we had Alakazam. So like whatever we damaged, like he evolved his Quaxley, which didn't matter because I could just pull 20 damage from the main active, which is going to be KO'd by 200 damage anyways. I can pull that over and then put 20 damage to have 30 damage on the Quaxwell, which would then be in range for 60 damage from Dragapult. And the same thing with Mimikyu. Like I just pull 10 damage over to Mimikyu, manipulate it with Alakazam, and then do the 60 with Dragapult. So like it didn't matter what direction he went there, and that's the nice part about Alakazam because it gets those KOs. It gets Alakazam, or it gets Dragapult to 70 damage. Or in the case of Quaxwell, 90 damage. Because he had 10 damage on it already, and he tried to evolve it to avoid getting knocked out by the Dragapult damage. But it doesn't matter because I can just manipulate damage counters around the board. Which is the strength of this Dragapult deck. Considering that we prized 2 Dreepies, by the way, we have 3 Dreepies in the deck, and we only had 1 in the game the entire time until very, very late in the game. So considering we prized 2 Dreepies that game, that was pretty good for us. We had to pivot and attack with Pidgeot, which really sucked. But we put pressure on him because we early game Dusknoir'd his Quaquaval and then attack with Pidgeot. So it had like a good 250 damage on it to start the game, and so he had to Turo it. And then put it down again, and then we just Ionoed his hand away twice when he tried to get his Neo Upper in play. We knew that's what he was getting, so he used his Forest Sealstone to grab Neo Upper, because we Ionoed him the first time, then he put it back in his hand. That was at the bottom of the deck, and so he had to slow roll his Quaquaval back up. And then he used his Rotom to Forest Sealstone for it again after he had already attached. So he couldn't attach again for turn. And I think it's because he drew into it from his Bibarel. That's why he didn't use the Sealstone before he attached. So he attached and then drew with Bibarel and then got Sealstone and then grabbed it with Sealstone. He did something, I'm not entirely sure what he did, but he grabbed it with Sealstone and we knew that, so we just Ionoed him one more time. Used both Ionos that we have in the deck. And so he just operated the rest of the game without being able to have access to Neo Upper, because he also couldn't get away from Temple of Sinnoh from what it looked like. He didn't have any stadiums that he could deal with the Temple of Sinnoh. I mean, that was a pretty interesting game. We might put that one on the YouTube because that was really close. Things I could have done differently. I mean, I could have put Fezandipity down after he knocked out my Dreepy. Could have given us card draw. We didn't necessarily need it though because we had Pidgeot out already, so I didn't want to put down another liability Pokemon. But no, the nice part, like the exciting dance is great, but I get to choose what goes out. So I just put out Duskull because I know Duskull can either retreat for 1 or I can search for a Dusclops. If I get a Dusclops, I just knock it out, do 50 damage, and get to bring up my Dragapult. So no, I'm Crispin. Let me tell you, Crispin is going fucking bonkers in this deck. People underrate this card so goddamn much, I'm telling you right now. Crispin is a phenomenal card. Crispin allowed us to opening attack with Pidgeot. We had 0 energy on Pidgeot. We Crispin to put energy down, and then had energy in hand, attach, and then we can use Blustery Wind. So without that, we wouldn't have had huge pressure on his Quaquaval. We had 250 damage on his Quaquaval between Duskmar and Pidgeot. So there's like he couldn't keep it in for another turn. He had to Turo it, which gave us like he instantly got it out. Like he had Rare Candy Quaquaval, had energy down on the first turn. Second turn he had Neo Upper, just obliterated our fucking Dreepy turn 1, and we had no answer. Like his first attacking turn, like we had no answer set up. We had Pidgeot and that was it. And we didn't even have Pidgeot in play at that point. We just put Pidgeot into play. So it was like, Jesus Christ. And we have 2 Dreepies prized. So we don't have a Dreepy. We don't have a prospect of getting a Dragapult for at least another turn. Like at least another 2 turns, because we have to put down a Dreepy. We have to find a way to evolve Dragapult. That was really, really tough for us. I mean,